Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'd like to now declare the 74th Ordinary Annual General Meeting of the Racehorse Owners Association officially open. Thank you, all of you, for attending today's meeting, and I welcome those at home watching the live broadcast via our website. Can I please start by asking to make sure that your mobile phones are switched off or on silence for the meeting. We're going to begin the formal AGM, and this will then be followed by the President's speech and our members' forum. Following this, Nick Rust, Chief Executive of the British Horse Racing Authority, will make a presentation before taking questions. For those of you that have booked, we'll then follow this with a champagne reception, kindly sponsored once again by SIS. We're extremely grateful for SIS's support, not just today, but for our owner sponsorship scheme, which makes annual payments to the owners of over 1,700 horses, and so enables our members to reclaim VAT on their ownership activities. Collectively, this is worth in excess of 6.8 million a year to our members, and we've been hugely, hugely grateful for all of their support. Lunch will then follow this at 1 o'clock, and we're delighted to welcome back Rory Bremner, who will provide us with a little light relief after the more formal matters of this morning. First, though, we'll deal with the official procedures and the articles to approve. May I remind you that members wishing to ask questions on any of the agenda items should please give their names for the benefit of the record of the meeting. Please raise your hand so we can use the roving microphones. It's really important that you restrict questions to the specific resolution being put to the meeting. All other matters can be addressed at the members' forum later on in the meeting. The notice convening this meeting is set out on page 32 of the annual report, which has been circulated, and I hope you're willing to take as read. We will deal with the items set out in the annual report under notice of meeting. According to best corporate practice, I will announce the proxy vote after each resolution. I'd also like to remind you that in accordance with the ROA's Articles of Association, each of today's resolutions are ordinary resolutions and therefore simply require a majority vote. Item 1, to receive by way of ordinary resolution the nominations of the board for President, Nicholas Cooper, and Vice President, Alan Pickering, for the coming year. Any questions? We have received 126 proxy forms supporting Resolution 1 and none against. I now put the resolution to the meeting. Those in favour? Those against? I declare the resolution carried. Item 2, to receive by way of ordinary resolution the results of the election to fill vacancies on the board. Those board members who retired this year are Lynn Douglas, Stephen Smith, and Justin Wadham. Stephen and Justin have now retired from the board, and we extend our sincere thanks to them for their outstanding contribution over the last few years. Lynn has decided not to stand for re-election, and we too extend our thanks for her support. Paul Duffy and Charlie Parker stood for re-election. There are 9 candidates who stood for election to the board, with 3 vacancies, and as 9 candidates contested these 3 places, a postal ballot was held. This was organised on behalf of the ROA by the Electoral Reform Services, who have now provided us with the results. There were 1,310 valid votes counted, and full details of the voting results are confirmed on the screen behind me. I'm delighted to inform the meeting that the following have been elected to the board: Celia Djivanovic, Charlie Parker, and Paul Duffy. Are there any questions? We have received 126 proxy forms supporting Resolution 2 and none against. I now put the resolution to the meeting, namely, to receive the results of the election to fill vacancies on the ROA board. Those in favour? Those against? I declare the resolution carried. Item 3, to confirm and adopt, by way of ordinary resolution, the report and financial statement to the 12-month period ended 31st of March 2017. Are there any questions? We have received 126 proxy forms supporting Resolution 3 and none against. Those in favour? Those against? I declare the resolution carried. Item 4, to appoint, by way of ordinary resolution, RMS UK Audit LLP as auditors in accordance with Section 485 of the Companies Act 2006 as amended. Are there any questions? We have 126 proxy forms supporting Resolution 4 and none against. Those in favour? Those against? I declare the resolution carried. Item 5, to authorise, by way of ordinary resolution, the RRA Board to fix the remuneration of the auditors. Are there any questions? We have received 126 proxy forms supporting Resolution 5 and none against. Those in favour? Those against? I declare the resolution carried. So that concludes the formal part of the meeting, for which thank you.